Hey guys, so this week has been packed with so many updates regarding the Model 3 Ludicrous that I'm thinking we're only weeks if not days away from a surprise announcement. Everything has led us to believe that this is going to be one of the biggest upgrades in Tesla's very own vehicle lineups. This will be the very first model that would differentiate between the exterior design language compared to their lower trims. The front bumper has been completely redesigned, now having the side air ducts and the front splitters, and the side profile has also received a change, but the biggest one of them all has to be the 20-inch warp wheels. These are now going to include the aero caps for better efficiency, but if you remove them, you do have some very nice looking wheels that showcases the new calipers. Then finally, on the rear of the car, this is where you're going to see it all. We are going to be noticing the new large badge at the back bottom portion of the trunk. This will indicate that it is the top of the line Ludicrous Model 3 rather than just the dual motor long range, and this is the car not to be messed with. And then we also have the physical differences, which is the rear diffuser and the spoiler up top. This is going to make it one of the most special cars on the road, comparing it right next to other performance sedans. Now, of course, the biggest update of them all here has got to be the performance of the overall car. Packed underneath the shell is where we're gonna see the bulk of the changes. Outside of the drive motors, which we've discussed in numerous videos by now, it packs over 600 horsepower. Now, this is going to also come with many different components being changed inside of this vehicle. We're looking at things such as improved suspension, dampers, brakes, calipers, and larger and thicker high voltage cables. This and a handful of other critical components will need to be upgraded to handle the immense power of the drive unit and the push of this vehicle. So contrary to what we believe, it isn't as simple as just slapping on a bigger and stronger motor inside of this Model 3. There is so much work being done from the engineering team to make it where it is today. So of course, the wait has been very long, and you and I have been anticipating this for months and months by now, but the delay seems to stem from certifications and additional testing as seen by the Korean certification. There is quite an extensive list of things they need to do before shipping these vehicles out. Things such as emission, noise, and real-world range has to be tested by each country before getting the final approval. If you want to know more about these certifications and the latest one indicating all the specs, go check out my previous video. I will drop that link in the description below, but there is a lot over there that we need to run down with. But for now, as things start to wrap up, we are getting really good indications as to when we can expect to see the ETA or the announcement of the Model 3 Ludicrous. Now, according to Yan Cheng on X, who is an EV enthusiast in the Tesla community, has indicated that Tesla has begun sending out invitations for the Model 3 Ludicrous test drives to the press. Now, as vague as the post makes it sound, we know that this is the one and only Tesla who has the Ludicrous name in one of their model vehicles. There is literally no other car in the world that has the name Ludicrous other than the Model 3 Ludicrous and the Ludicrous acceleration mode. Now, what this media testing ultimately means for you and I is that Tesla is done their required testing. They want to ensure that these RC builds that are given to the press are as perfect as they can be. So every little detail down to the quality control, the panel gaps, and the overall function has to be 100%. Now, I would say within the next few days to a week, we are going to be seeing a ton more images and test drives being done. We are going to see the performance of the car on the roads, so there is no shortage of information and leaks coming out. Of course, Tesla has been continuously testing all these prototypes on the streets of California, and they are not stopping anytime soon. A few recent sightings and shots have recently surfaced of a new camo wrap on these Model 3 Performance Ludicrous. This means that they are preparing for everything to be unveiled and uncovered during the moment that the press does get their hands on one. What we also saw from these recent shots is a clear indication of how big the air ducts are going to be and how the wheels are going to look like once the aero caps are taken off. But on top of that, they have done something for this media event that we did not expect. They fully uncovered the vehicle, and there was a recent shot by a user on Reddit showing us exactly what it looks like. In this image here, shot behind a fence, we can clearly see the new air ducts, the front bumper with the bottom splitter, and the side profile with the new wheels being taken off of the aero caps. As Tesla begins sending out invitations to the media to test drive their Model 3 Ludicrous, we can clearly see the indication as to where it's going to be located. The image here was captured at the Kennedy Space Center in Florida, and this is where we're probably going to be seeing the whole entire event take place. So if you are around the area and you do want to see the Model 3 Ludicrous in all its glory, definitely visit visit this place because they are going to be getting a ton of things happening here. It would also be safe to assume that there is probably a closed loop track somewhere around the area, and that is undisclosed at the moment, but somehow, some way, somebody is going to leak this information in the next couple of days, and I will keep you guys as posted as possible on everything that happens and goes on. So make sure you guys follow me, stay subscribed, and hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. At the same time, make sure you follow me on X or Twitter at HeyJohnE. Over there I share a ton of stuff that I can't share on YouTube here, but there you can DM me and chat with me as well. And if you do want to support the channel, I do have a Patreon link in the description below. Over there you guys can get a ton of good perks as well. But this should wrap it up for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. This is John once again. Peace out.